What's up, party people? There's a couple of things that I wanted to get off my chest today. As a lot of you know, Ahmaud Avery was gunned down a couple of days ago, and there hasn't been a trial yet. So everybody's trying to figure. You got two sides. You got the people that say, "Oh, he was in the wrong for stopping and cutting through or looking for something to steal at a home under construction." You got the other people that say, even if he picked that entire house up and ran down the street, nobody has a right to gun this kid down. You dig? I don't know where I am on it. Yes, the optics don't look good. Not even talking about whatever they're trying to say happened prior, but the optics of it don't look good because it's a black guy. I mean, let's keep it real. It's a black guy running down the street in a suburban neighborhood, Georgia. Excuse me. We don't know where exactly he resides, so we don't know if he's supposed to be, if he lives somewhere in that neighborhood, or if he's passing through that neighborhood, if he deliberately went to that neighborhood. We just don't know. We don't know the facts yet. What we do know is that two men jumped in a truck, one of which was a retired police officer, the father, who it looked like was in the bed of the truck, and then his son, the gunman, the guy that was wielding the shotgun that actually got into the tussle with Ahmaud. We know that whatever transpired prior, or what we can't see in the video, it looks like they lock up, and then the gun goes off. Ahmaud takes a few steps and collapses in the middle of the street. The facts are still coming out. They're saying there's more to the video, obviously, than what we know. Absolutely. But this is what I want to talk about. Like, how many times is this? I mean, we've seen this play out 1,000 times. We saw it with, I mean, I could go on and on all day just naming the names. We got a case right now that I believe is in Tennessee, Nashville, if I'm not mistaken, of a lady that was in her apartment with her boyfriend. I believe it was his apartment, and she was shot dead in her sleep by the police department. Haven't read all the specifics on that case yet, so I don't know. Don't want to jump to any conclusions yet, but at least once a week we can open up our internet browser and see a headline of a young black person being gunned down, killed in cold blood, and then immediately you're going to hear, well, what did they do to motivate that? Nobody just shoots anybody for no reason, and a lot of that's true. People rarely just walk up to someone and shoot them and kill them. But let's be realistic here. This is still white America, and black skin is still a threat. And a lot of people are presumed guilty of color, of whatever the case. It could be something goes missing in the workplace. Oh, it was probably the black guy. It's probably the black janitor. You got a black janitor, you got a white janitor. Oh, who are they going to assume it was, the guilty party? They're going to they're going to assume it was the black guy, or assume it was the Latino guy. White guy always gets the assumed exoneration. The assumption of innocence every single time. every single time. It could be a white dude that's strung out, that's struggled with methamphetamines, or that's been in and out of prison for years. Doesn't matter. A white person that with a rap sheet this long compared to a black man with no, like Jotham, with nothing on his record, they're still going to assume it's the minority, and it's just always been that way, and that's America. So back to this particular case, I have friends that are Republicans. I have friends that are black Republicans. I have friends that are white Republicans. I have friends that are black Democrats, friends that are white Democrats, friends that are independent. Everyone's all over the map on this, but I do, since I'm a black Republican, but nah, don't lump me in with Candace Owens and Clarence Thomas. And nah, if you're gonna put me in, if you're gonna lump me into something, you lump me in with, you lump me in with Martin Luther King, and you lump me in with Colin Powell. Those type of black Republicans, you know. I'm a God-fearing man, so there's certain things that I still do get behind the Republican Party on, but there's a lot of things that I don't get behind the Republican Party on either. And I just don't want to change my party affiliation. I've been a Republican since 1992, and I voted for Clinton. I voted for Bush the first term. Second term, I voted for Kerry, and then Obama 2 terms respectively, and then Hillary Clinton. I don't vote party, I vote candidate. Okay, so it doesn't matter what party you are to me. What's your policy? What's your platform? You know. So back to this case with Ahmaud Avery, you got people out there, black people out there. And I'm not saying if you're black that you should automatically take the side of Ahmaud. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying don't automatically assume that he did something wrong like other people do. That's what I'm saying. So and I was really rubbed the wrong way by a certain individual on YouTube that speaks out against, it seems like he speaks out against black people, the agenda of black people. And he seems to want to, it seems like he's always taking the side of white people when an atrocity has occurred towards a black person or a black individual. No, it's not Candace Owens. She's bad too, but nah, she's in a whole nother, no. I wouldn't even put this individual with the same group as Candace Owens. Candace Owens is an absolute disgrace. A disgrace. She can try to justify her stance all she wants. She is a disgrace to the black people. And I have white friends that are like, oh my God, if like Candace Owens should run on the Democratic ticket with Joe Biden. Like I would vote for the ticket because of her. I told them we don't want your vote. We don't want your sympathetic vote. We don't, real black people don't like Candace Owens. That would be like saying, yeah, we'd vote for Kanye. Black people I know don't like Kanye. Kanye is a turncoat. Kanye is for Kanye. Kanye would sell out the whole black race if it would make Kanye another $1 billion. And he's got mental health issues, and I'm not making light of it. I'm just saying his thinking process just isn't conventional. So That's all I wanted to say about that. Really, I wanted to talk about. There was something else that I noticed, and that was black people not wanting to vote for Biden. Well, there's two sides. You got black people that want to vote, and I'm making this segment. This video is a political one. You got black people that want to vote for Biden, party line Democrat. Black people that won't vote for Biden because of his policy. And hey, you can vote for whatever whatever your heart desires, but I don't really have a problem with Biden as the nominee. He's up against some allegations now with sexual harassment, and we'll wait and see how that plays out. But in the same vein, he represents the Democratic agenda. No Democratic candidate is going to be perfect and represent every single check box. Is not going to have everything checked in every check box that Democrats want. But you got to take, either you take the key issues or you just take the majority. Does this person versus this person, do they have the majority of the things that you stand for and that represent you? And it shouldn't matter what party that person is. Person could be independent. That person could be a Republican, could be a Democrat. If this person is a Democrat and is for more government and is for scrapping a lot of programs that help minorities, then you should be like, heck no. Or the person could be a Republican and is like, yeah, we need to put more money into programs in urban areas and urban development, and programs for people that are destitute, et cetera, et cetera. It all depends on what you stand for. Does that person represent you? At the end of the day, when that person's nominated, can you be happy that you voted for that particular person? Because that person represents your ideas. Okay? I'm not going to preach to you about how to vote. But black people ought not to run and vote for Biden just because Biden's a Democrat. And they ought not to not vote for Trump. Just using this as an example. They ought to not vote for, if Trump represents their core values or your core values, vote for Trump. The reason why we're in the predicament that we're in right now, it's the 13th of May. The reason why we are upside down in this country right now politically is because so many people voted party line. You got a lot of people that voted for Trump because he's a Republican, and you also have a lot of people that voted for Trump because Trump represents their ideas. All that racist, misogynistic, bigamous, all those ideas, xenophobia, all those ideas, they mirror, so they voted for him because he's saying the things that they believe and they feel. Okay? So anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm gonna wait and see what happens with Ahmaud, and then drop a comment, hit the like, subscribe, and we'll do this again. Talk to you. God's way.